Hey, this is a little big guy. If you need an explanation for my name, look into my BIONICLE Mistika review. This is my next review. I just finished Anua's review a few seconds ago. I have really nothing to do today, so I just felt like doing this. Today, we're reviewing Gorast. I know. Whenever you get a good guy or a bad guy, you always need someone to fight with. And you can't use the other storyline, because that just doesn't mix well. You need the Vahi in order to do that, or something. So, here's the canister. Like I've said before, I'm going to be doing the canister last. If you don't want to see that, just leave right when I finish reviewing the set. Now on to the fun stuff. Gorast herself. Yeah, it's the first set of a girl Makuta. Very interesting. When I first bought Gorast, I opened it up and I put it together, I thought, well, I like it, but it was too cluttered. And I knew that would happen. Well, I knew I would feel that way when I first felt it, but then I knew in about a day or two I would love the set, and it came true, because it happened to me before with another set, and it happened again. I just knew that, because that's how the world works. I have no idea. So, when I first saw the Mistika, I was really skeptical. I thought, well, these are just, I don't like them. They've lost it. And then I bought these guys, and I said, well, going on what they've done, this is actually, it makes sense. It does work. I do like them now. And that's happening to a lot. Everyone, when the Mistika first came out, said, oh, Mistika are terrible. And now, I've never seen a single review where someone, well, I've seen one, and they just barely didn't like it. Just barely didn't like it. And they said, and everyone has said, get this set, get this set. So, really, that's happened before. No one liked the Toamari, and now guess what? They were a big hit. Now, we're up in this sky again. So, on to the set part. So, that was just my rant. You gotta let me do that once in a while. Gorast. I'll get to the mask first, since this is fused to her face, well, sort of. I'm just going to bring the whole set up. I do like how it was designed. I like the mixture of green. I wish a little bit more would have come up onto here and here. Maybe that just might be a manufacturing fluke. I don't know. The stinger, not very many people have pointed out, is bendy. You can see that. So when I first bought this, when I was buying it, I was afraid that if I were to drop the set accidentally, I'd first of all feel really bad, and second, I was afraid the stinger might snap off. Fortunately, it's made of a bendy or flexible type of rubber, unlike this part, which, if you can hear, is made of the same stuff that any Lego set would be made of, or any BIONICLE set, for that matter. On to, well, I guess the body. The body is pretty interesting. I like it. It's a bit slender, really. I do like the stacking of this, because it first shows that you can see the mutation of how the arms really grew out, how she shapeshifted. But then if you go into a frontal view, it looks awesome. And it just doesn't look that bad. So then, if you want to go normal mode or whatever, you just take off the bottom arms. Pretty neat, huh? For the Matorn attachment, it is horizontal instead of vertical. So that's fun. It works best, or as I said in the Anua set, it works best for the Matorn that they designated with. And the Matorn that they designated with this set is, who would you know, it's Radak, or some, whatever, however it's pronounced. Okay, now for the wings. I've never seen anyone say this before about the wings. And when I first bought it, I was blown away. I was really surprised. You probably can't see this since this is an electronic set. Look, our eyes looking at this through whatever. Yeah, it is flexible, very fun, like that. It's a stiff type of rubber. It's durable. That's what I like. It's durable. I feel safe with doing that, but it's also very flexible. Don't like to bend these too much. Now, if you look at here, this is not drawn in. It's like one of those type of cards that where you turn it or you move it and the images move. Or if you can hear this. That's because they made it like that. So whenever you move, those dots that you see, or those hexagons or whatever shapes they are, it's sort of hard to make out right now. Those move, and it's really cool, and I really like that. Also, there's an opening for, I don't know, cool reason, I guess. And no one's ever said that before, and I really, really did like the feature. Plus, it was a really cool surprise when I opened up the set. I was like, whoa, no way. So, everyone's been saying about Gorast, 4 arms. It's so cumbersome. It's not that cumbersome. Yeah, when you first open it, the first 20 minutes are, yeah, it's getting used to. You're used to 2 arms, unless you bought Fenrak. Then you're used to 4 legs, and those are separated. Yeah, everyone's complaining that these are bent at about a 90-degree angle, because they're Matorn arms, but, hey, what would you recommend for this? Toa Mata legs? Those wouldn't look best. Plus, they seem to work out just fine. See, you can bend the arms this far back, and if you really want these to go upright, you just bend them sideways. So I think they did a good job for the set. From what I saw, I was a bit skeptical. Now, for the legs, excellent. Look at that. Awesome. You get great for posing. You can bring one forward as if she's attacking, another one back. I do like this feature of the head. That way it shows the bluntness, the more of a Rahi side to this part of the BIONICLE storyline. Well, yeah. You're probably thinking about, well, what about the Torherdika? Yeah, I know. That's back then. This is now. That's peanut butter sandwich. All that fun stuff. So, yeah, I really do like that head feature. It's down, ready to suck the light out of anyone, which is sort of ironic because Makuta of Shadow eats their opposite element. So that's pretty fun. Now, on to the Nyron Ghost Blaster. Like what I said before in the Anua review, each one's made differently because of manufacturing flukes. There has to be flukes. For this one, it doesn't fire as well as Anua's, but I was able to make it fire pretty well, and I'll demonstrate that now. Oops. There. In case you didn't see my Anua review, please watch that. It's pretty fun, you know, awesome. Here's the Ghost Blaster up close, and I'll show a reference of how far away it gets. So, it's pretty far, yeah. This, if you hit this with the blaster, that's pretty good, because it shows pretty back farther. So I'll do this with my right hand. Gotta go. Not that far! And that's because it's manufacturing fluke, something with the hole inside. So I'll fire the other one, which will probably go even less, because each one's different. Even less. But there is a bright side to this. Yes, surprisingly, somehow, there is a bright side. I figured it out. Whenever you're firing these things, are you really going to be halfway across the room? No. You're going to be this far away. Oh, see? Defeat.